Alright guys, today's goal, 9.8, we will understand algebraic statistics and data. So we are going to be learning about parameters in statistics, mean, median, mode, the 5-number summary, box plots, variance and standard deviation, and normal distributions, and why the language of statistics is becoming more commonplace in our everyday world. Alright, the mean is the list of n numbers, and see this x bar, that's the statistical symbol for the mean. You add them all up and divide by how many there are. The median is the list of n numbers arranged in order, so you have to go either ascending or descending. Generally speaking, they're written in ascending order. And the middle number of n, the middle number is the median. Okay? So if n is odd, it is the middle number. If n is even, it's the mean, the average of the two middle numbers. Okay? And the mode is the most common if it occurs. There can be some that do not have a mode, but it's the most commonly listed, and there can be more than one. Okay, so let's take a look at an example. Alright, first up, write them in order of least to greatest. So I see 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10. Alright, so let's find, now we can answer the question. Find the mean. So add them all up first. 57 divided by, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the mean is 5.7. Well, find the median. Okay? What the median means to do is go through and find the middle. So, got rid of the first, boom, 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 boom. So this is the median, so you go 6 plus 6 divided by 2, which is 6. So the median is 6. Find the mode, the most common. The mode is also 6. So there's an example of seeing all those things. Let's take a look at another example. Alright, the 5-number summary of the data. It's the minimum, the maximum, the Q1, Q3, the first quartile and the third quartile, and the median. Okay, so let's go back here and look at this previous example that we were just looking at, okay? If I said find, so if we did the 5-number summary here, the min, 2, and then we'd have Q1, first quartile, median, 6, third quartile, and the max, 10. Okay? Now the first quartile is the median of only the first half of the data. So see how right here, we're only looking at find the median of this half of the data. So it would be 4. Third quartiles, find the median of the second half of the data. So get rid of the 6 and the 10, the 6 and the 8, 7. So there's the 5-number summary. So let's take a look at what we do with that now. So you make a box plot with these 5 numbers. See how you have the minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and the box is always made up of those 3 things, and then they connect to the max. A number in the data set can be considered an outlier if it is more than 1.5 times the IQR below the first quartile or above the third quartile. IQR stands for inner quartile range, and the way you calculate it is you go Q3 minus Q1. Okay? So let's take a look at some examples of this. All right, so now standard deviation. The standard deviation of a number, x1, x2, all the way up to xn, is, now this is the symbol, I believe it's sigma, equals, you do 1 divided by n times the sum of each number minus the mean squared. Okay? Where x bar denotes the mean. And the variance is the standard deviation squared. Okay, it's the square of the standard deviation. So see, watch what the standard deviation helps us form. If the data for a population are normally distributed with a mean of u, so that's another symbol for the mean, this means mean of the population, whereas x bar is mean of the sample. And standard deviation, then approximately 68% of the data lie between the mean minus 1 standard deviation and the mean plus 1 standard deviation. So right here, this is the standard normal curve. Hold on. So here's the mean. This is the mean plus 1. This is the mean minus 1. Okay? And then if you look back, approximately 95% of the data lie between 2 standard deviations. So again, that's the mean. This is the mean plus 2 standard deviations. And this is the mean minus 2 standard deviations. And then 99.7 are 3. So this is the mean minus 3. This is the mean plus 3. And almost the entire data is within the standard deviation. Where you are seeing these used is in our test scores. And they give you a percentile. When you are in the 98th percentile, that means 98% of the data is below you based on the normal curve. Okay? All right, see you guys tomorrow.